peg-legged beard rose. The awkward silence grips the air.
Well, Samson notices Yellow's distressed, but also can't tell for Captain Rosebeard to just get on with it. I mean, I won't
It'll be fine.
touch it. It's for her hands only.
Tell us both.
Then I gotta go all the way back and drag it out here.
Yeah, we'll leave it later. It's fine.
She'll eventually just be like, she's still not looking at him or really even entirely acknowledging he's there, but she'll just be like, what is it?
That's the thing, I don't know. I was given a box. I was told to give it to you. I didn't look at it. I didn't open it. I didn't play with it. Wasn't my business.
Well, this sounds trustworthy as heck.
Yalla, you're into selling drugs?
Obviously. It's a box full of Jolly Cash.
That's what I was thinking.
She's just gonna be like, how am I supposed to know that it's safe then?
You know, I don't know. Have you done anything to make anybody want to go out of their way to kill you?
Recently, no.
Well, you're a different story, Samson. I am a different story. We both know we're different stories.
That's fair.
And he just starts rubbing his brow. Look, I get you don't like me. I don't expect you to forgive me for what we did.
I thought he was gonna say I don't like you either, and I was gonna. That's so fucking rude.
Listen, you don't like me, and I don't like you.
But
I like you. You
But
do?
But I'm just
Tell
trying
me,
to
what do you like about me?
I'm just trying to keep my head down and not get into anything I don't need to get into.
She's gonna quietly scoff at that, but then slowly stand up, letting go of Samson.
I was about to say her claw's still in his thing. Just gets dragged away.
She just starts walking away with Samson's claw like stuck in her claws like cats
And
do.
like, help, help! As I'm just getting dragged along the floor really slowly.
No.
God, I love it when cats just derp out and they get their claws stuck in something and they try walking away with like an entire comforter dragging behind them. They're like, it's stuck to me. It's stuck. So she walks with Cappy, Tani, man?
Yeah. Yeah, as
Cap'n
she's leaving,
Crunch.
she just, like, shoots Samson a glance, and then turns away quickly.
Ah.
Just shoots him the evil eye and walks away.
No, it's an indiscernible expression.
Oh, golly! You don't say!
Whoa!
No, guys, clearly it's the don't leave me alone with him.
No, hold on. I see that Yella gives me a look, but what's her tail doing?
What the tail doing?
It's mostly dragging behind her, but, like, the tip is a little twitchy.
Ah, so upset and slightly nervous.
Which
I'm learning.
probably should have been obvious from the rest of the context anyway.
Well, yeah, it was, but like I'm looking at the only thing that gives actual answers.
Yes. Fair enough.
So you follow him into the cabin, and
Pulls out a gun.
you close the door behind you, right?
Unless he tells her to.
Well, he'll hear you walk through and then turn around and gesture for you to close the door.
Her ears are gonna flatten when he says that, but she's gonna do it.
The door closes. You know, I have said I'm sorry, and whether you take that from the boy or not, I did say it.
She's
No,
gonna...
fuck you. Leave me alone.
As he just walks over by his desk. I don't expect you to understand, but at least appreciate the fact that I actually said it. Not many pirates care, and I've killed my fair share of ships with those kinds of people. Just because we don't obey bylaws, as he lifts a big old wooden box. Just because we serve our own agenda to help people doesn't exactly mean we have to be the scum of the sea. And he slides this box across the table.
That's because you're the salt of the earth.
Now, I have no idea, but I couldn't tell you why Yagadi brought me a box and told me to give it to you. Well, told's a strong word, but I know that spirit doesn't make anything for people. So somebody managed to twist the spirit's arm to give you whatever's in here. And I'm not about to disappoint a spirit. So here you go, there's your box.
It's this like really cool thing called a
So,
Gatling gun.
How big and heavy is this thing?
Well, it kind of looks like... So the main body of it is like a 6 foot long, 1 foot wide rectangular box, but there's another compartment attached to it, which is a smaller rectangle that kind of just makes it kind of like, you know, like a block shape of a hat. That's a hard thing to describe.
Can you?
I wish I could draw it. Oh, I can draw it.
Wow.
Yes.
Draw 20.
Come
You
here,
got 20.
come here, children.
Whoa. And then
Yes.
we all fall into the void.
So if that's that part,
Also, just to clarify, you said 6 feet?
yeah, that bottom
Okay.
part would be like about 6 foot long, and then
Fucking
there's a
huge.
top compartment.
They're fucking
Oh.
coffin?
It's Samson's hat.
But you see what I was trying to say?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, good. I could delete the page. And there's a clasp at the top, like in there. It opens that way. This is not helping. It helped a little bit.
It was mostly just a matter of, like, can she just grab the whole box and walk out of the room?
I mean, you could
Or is
try
it, like, impractical to carry?
I would say it'd probably be a little impractical. I mean, you literally could just heave it over your shoulder and start walking out, but without knowing what's in it.
So y'all's gonna be like, so what was with the closed doors?
Well, I don't know what's in here. I don't know if you wanna open it in private, or I don't know if what is in here might be sensitive to the outside air. I certainly was told to make sure you see it in private. Look, I don't know, child. I'm not trying to make you any more mad at me than you are. I'm just trying to not make anyone else mad at me. Believe it or not, I try to limit how many enemies I have.
Damn, Yala making an old man beg.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I beg for forgiveness, then beg.
She doesn't necessarily want forgiveness, she wants to feel safe.
Look, that's already a tall order.
Like, I mean, they probably do too. I'm pretty sure they want to believe we're not going to kill anyone on this boat.
That
Well-
is not.
And I mean, I'm pretty sure I won't.
I can't promise the same.
Now
Fire
we're
we
doing
know-
by. Now
We
we're
know,
doing-
spellcaster.
We
We know.
know, wild magic. We know.
But the sailors don't, but they'll find out.
I mean, you guys brought Zanzibar on board.
Hey, it's
Zanzibar
not our
brought
fault.
himself aboard.
No, it's not
it's even-
necessarily your active fault, but your existence means he's hanging out here. They're not entirely.
And we
comfortable.
got a shipment from YPS.
So what I'm hearing is, if we all die, Zanzibar goes away.
Technically,
Alright!
Yeah,
Ready for your time, let's go.
and bike goes away. He kind of just goes home.
Yeah.
Well,
Hell.
I'm not allowed to die, so
Jake
get on.
wants Zanzibar out of the picture so bad she's willing to TPK the campaign. I don't know what's worse, abandoning the campaign with zero notice or actively attempting to TPK it.
Nah.
I'm gonna leave that to Ed's experience to tell me which is worse.
I can shoot 2 guns now.
But can you point them at a cat?
I did before.
Yeah.
Shit, you right?
He shot her a good 3 times, if not more.
Decidedly have almost killed Yella.
It was non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Simpson
why
has
it's
A
proven to be...
non-lethal gun.
Yeah, I'm sorry I said that. Simpson has definitely proven he can murder his friends.
Yeah.
You know,
Part of the
as long as
problem.
no one's around to stop me or steal my kill, Rhino.
That's why you wanted him on the boat so bad. Hey, about that kill you stole from me, when am I gonna get compensation?
I'm not saying that's not the case.
I wanted to kill my ex.
I wanted to kill my mans, and you just came through and it's like, the Rhino does not understand what you are talking about. Your mans?
Have you ever had a boyfriend, Rhino?
Do you
Oh!
want a boyfriend right
Come
now?
on, you've been around these pirates. You should know how this works.
Oh, you're talking about... Oh, you and the salamander. Well, I am sorry. I did not realize that you were so easily intertwined.
It was their honeymoon.
It was.
Oh, I just had an awful thought.
Yes.
I don't even know if I want to say it. It's really, it's not like the funny kind of awful. It's the, oh god, why is it so true to life awful? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go there. That's a little too high even for me.
Alright. Well, Hyala is going to.
I can tell you guys after, off the record.
Never mind.
Hyala is going to. Whip
Do
and
whatever I
bang.
was thinking of 30 seconds ago.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do the whipping and naying.
Yeah. No, but she's just gonna be like, well, do you want to step out so I can open it?
Would you leave your own office?
Hey, if I can do that and it'll make you a little more comfortable around me, I'll do whatever. But as long as that old man's walking underneath my rafters, I'm never gonna sleep well. And he just opens up the door and walks out and closes it behind him.
Alright. Hyala's gonna
And
open the
he'll go-
box
He'll go
as
over
the
and
link
hang out
music
with...
plays.
And he'll go out and hang out with Samson. And Hyala opens the box.
Hey there, Captain.
Oi. And he just sits down and puts his head in his hands. So, you open the box. Roll perception! Or whatever the hell it would be for looking inside a box of stuff.
Time to perceive what's right
I
in
mean-
front of my face.
I assume she'd have, like, all of the time in the world to look.
Fair enough. I'll give you advantage, because...
Cool.
We needed to roll dice at some point in the session!
Yeah.
No, this is the RP session.
The other.
Yeah,
RPG.
because everyone decided we should play through the 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, but also it's fun to roll dice.
Yeah, it's
So if
fun
we
to
can
roll
randomly
dice.
throw it in for no real reason.
So when you
All
open up
for
the
it.
box, you see quite a surprise. You see 2 bows. Well, what you assume is 2 bows. You see...
They're in fact a giant crossbow.
Oh,
Is that the sound the bows make?
I
yeah,
hope
that's
so.
the sound that bows make.
The bow goes. Ah!
So, you see a long 6-foot wooden stick with bow notches in it, which clues you in this is a bow, but it's way bigger than you've ever seen. And that should be in your journal. Don't mind the picture. I didn't have an accurate picture, so I had to use the closest placeholder Google image provided.
Yay, placeholders.
And then... edit... This one's an accurate picture. No, not to Shay. Shay gets enough fucking items.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never do.
Oof.
Yeah, because I'm fucking stupid. What do you expect?
Oh, that'd be hug-worthy, but unfortunately you're very far away.
Just reach.
Get far.
Get far! Bum-ba-da-dum-ba-da-da-da-da-da. You open a little compartment. This entire box is lined with fur, though.
Who's fur is the question.
Is it
Someone's
my ex's
axe,
fur?
probably.
Oh, hey, Unc.
Oh, Amka, how did you get in the box, too?
Oh,
How
this
did
is his
Yagini
coffin.
know?
Anyway, you see a little circular compartment, and you open it up, and there's a small black ring inside. And those are the 3 items contained within the box, and you should be able to see everything in your journal.
Ooh, my journal.
It's a lot of reading. You have obtained 3 items from
Yay.
Mysterious Benefactor.
Cool.
From YPS.
Thanks, homie.
Now, of course, you have the mechanics on how those work, but Hyala doesn't necessarily know that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, one's a stick, and for... one's a stick. They're both unstrung, so one's a stick, and because I couldn't add more than one picture, general campaign info. Your other bow that's in there.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Hey, guess what? I speak softly and carry a big stick.
The other bow
Yalla is
inside
now
the
the
box.
president.
The smaller bow inside the
Woo!
block literally looks like that.
Wow.
Wow, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Who
Oh, it looks like one of those bracelets you get in elementary school on a field trip.
Wow, they actually gave you bracelets for field trips?
No, you have to buy them.
Shay just went to like the ritziest school ever, I swear.
I went to like 6 different schools.
The ritziest schools, I swear.
No. Decidedly, in fact,
Horses,
one.
fencing.
That was my high school. That was not the country. The country did have horse riding though, but that's because it was the country. That was just how some people got to school.
I'm assuming you're reading the literal paragraphs that come along with these items.
Yes.
No, just skimming them.
No, take your time. We can come back to it when you're like done reading all that and stuff. So, do we want to go to Nim torturing Zanzibar or Samson palling with Rosebeard?
We got a lot of Samson palling with Rosebeard last session.
Did we?
Yes.
All right.
Literally the entire walk to the cottage.
Fair enough. Well then, let's get Nim torturing Zanzibar. Let's get that in this session.
Nim torturing Zanzibar for 200.
As you walk down below deck, you see Zanzibar just sitting in the middle of the boat, everybody kind of like actively avoiding him a little bit, but trying not to be too obvious about it. And he doesn't seem to mind the extra space, and he's just sitting
that
there.
unpopular kid.
He's just sitting there stuffing sausages.
No, he's like the bully that's like 2 grades higher.
And you just see him stuffing sausages, and he's just hanging the links over the rafters.
Can you really hang sausages down here? Is this the right environment?
I can make it better. A few ruins here, a few ruins there, but the salt air will help cure him.
Okay. What made you want to hang sausages?
I don't know. You guys mentioned hanging things, and I was like, sausages sounded tasty. And well, you were going to be on a boat, and that means that I have a reason to be on a boat, and the ocean air is good for that. Also, I did not want to sit on the coastline and wait for, a week and a half for these to cure, to make sure nothing ate them or that they didn't go bad. This is kind of more convenient. Plus, I literally can't remember the last time I had a chance to be on a boat, and from what I can remember, I do like sailing.
I asked Rosebeard what he thought what goes through his head when he sails.
That's nice, Neil.
What goes through your head when you sail?
What?
Man, I'm committing such little genocide out here. It's great.
Well, I'll tell you when I actually put my hands on a ship wheel again. But like I just said, I literally cannot remember. It's one of those things that, I've done in the past before you or
Sounds like
any
we
of the
should
matter you
commandeer
stand
a boat.
on existed.
Sounds like we should commandeer a boat at some point.
I mean, I could literally walk upstairs and commandeer that wheel. I'd love to see someone try and stop me. Anyone down here going to stop me if I take the wheel? And they all just put their heads down? Yeah, see?
Stop bullying the sailors.
I'm not bullying them.
Hmm.
Technically, they owe me their lives. The whole I own the very land they live on kind of thing.
Aw, someone's grouchy because they're hungry is what I really want to say.
Here, make yourself useful. I only have so many hands, and he's just gonna start draping a bunch of sausage links around your head and neck.
Nim's like, what do I do with these?
Your best.
Well, considering those are raw and uncured, I wouldn't suggest trying to eat them. But you know what you can do? Hold them. Look at you doing such a good job as he just pats your head.
Aw, he's gonna get sausage juice all over Samson's hat.
Oh god, that's right, she's still wearing the hat!
Yeah, no, Nim can clean it, no worries.
Please do.
Oh yeah, no, this is kind of gross. Nim's like, this is kind of gross, and seems unsanitary.
I mean, the whole point of curing meat is so that you can, or you don't have to keep it in the most sanitary of conditions as long as you do it right. It's one of the oldest forms of preservation.
Do I look like I've ever preserved meats before?
You don't look like you've done anything useful to advance your life skills.
Damn.
I'll take that as a compliment. You're welcome.
As she is now the greatest homemaker off of Zanzibar.
You are not the person who should say, does my first impression do anything positive for me? As we've established,
aware how I
your
look.
wrists look terribly fragile.
Funny man.
Funny
The only
nigga.
thing I need to hold are books. And the weight of my family's sins. I don't say that second part.
And he just puts another link and he just, comes over, leans close to your face. Oh, books! Are you sure they're not too heavy for you?
Are you offering to carry mine for me? Because I'd really appreciate that.
chance of sleeping with a god. And he just takes the
I
lights
mean,
off of
that's
your
not
head
off
and
the
starts...
table.
Does she genuinely?
Above game.
Challenge
No,
accepted.
thank fuck. I don't know how much more of Nim skirting the lines between sexual deviant and upstanding citizen I can take.
Damn. Really just called you a hoe like that.
She's circling the perimeter of Pornhub like a goddamn shark. I don't know how to feel about it.
No, decidedly I'm not.
Oh, is this the same decidedly as saying the person who likes to cast fireball on everything in combat is a pacifist? Because if
They
that's
asked
the
for
case...
it. They decided to not pass on these fists. Their problem, not mine. Anyway.
Ah, so it is that kind of decidedly.
I'm passing the savings on to you.
Fireball!
Speaking of books, tell me something magic-y. Are Nim's exact words.
Well, we have soft air and the air is relatively cool. So, that's 2 of those things down. And now... And he just walks over to the farthest, like, edge of where the sausages start to be hung. And he just draws his finger on the rafter. You know, basically fingerprinting a shape onto it. And he walks to the other side, does the same. You just make a simple little area in which sanitizes it. And he just taps the middle and you just see little magical sparkles travel across the rafter in both directions. There. Now they shouldn't go rotten.
Yay.
And those will be done in about a week and a half. Magic-y enough for you?
No.
Culinary magic.
Good! Because once I'm done setting up my food, as he looks at a watch on his wrist that isn't there, in about, like, maybe an hour or 2, I'm going to take you and you're going to start learning hydromancy, whether you like it or not.
That sounds threatening for no necessary reason.
I'm Zanzibar. I am living embodiment of threatening for no good reason.
You're like the uncle that brings cake. That's a compliment.
Nim's just hopeful that he had brought cake because she has no sugar.
Like
Yeah, that too.
I'm going to assume that is a compliment. So thank you.
It is.
You're welcome.
Mhm. Also, don't forget, you said you'd teach me how to make ice cream, so that has to come before hydromancy.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
You
it
need the
does.
hydromancy to make the ice cream.
If I teach you hydromancy and I teach you cryomancy, then you could just make ice cream yourself.
But I don't
Well,
like
that's
So-
still gonna happen, but what if we did both? You give me ice cream, and I learn how to make it.
I'm going to teach you magic, and you're going to listen what I say, or I could just hang you off the side of your boat by the ankle.
Yeah, but then I'm not learning magic, I'm hanging off the side of a boat, and that helps.
My hand!
You can do both.
Nim can decidedly not.
Yeah, he'll just look at you and be like, you can do both.
I feel like you've forgotten how the human body works.
Oh no, I haven't. You see, I could hang you off the side of the boat, but as you point out, you won't be doing hydromancy. So just put your head in the ocean, and you can either decide to learn how to breathe water and commit to water breathing, which is on the agenda for hydromancy, or you can drown. See, 2 birds, 1 stone.
So tempted to say, but if I drown, who has the sword, mister? But not today.
But the last time
Yeah.
you did the last time you went down this path, you took a little bit of a flight.
Do you think that's gonna stop Nim? Nim wants ice cream, man.
And there's nothing of hers that can melt now.
Yeah, Nim's got no candy to lose.
This is like Above board, this is like the worst two combination of people in a room possible. Two people that literally cannot be stopped.
Nim can be stopped.
It's literally
Yeah.
yeah, she can, but like she doesn't actively get stopped. She gets forced to quit.
Yeah.
Which, if and when, or if possible, to do the same, Zanzibar would fit the same bill. So it's literally just like a nuclear arms race of who's gonna stop playing chicken.
You're talking like a man who doesn't like ice cream. Do you like ice cream?
Would it answer your question if I made a bowl of it right here and ate it in front of your face?
Not really.
I want him,
something
I want him
done
to
on
do
spite.
that and then just. I want him to eat the ice cream, eat the bowl, look at him and say, I hate ice cream.
I hate ice cream as he's got bits of porcelain sticking out of his
Oh.
mouth. And there's just like
So
blood
gross.
pouring out of his mouth. Ice cream's horrible! As he spits
Yeah,
out
when
a
you eat
tooth.
it like that, that's because you're eating it wrong.
Anyway, no, he doesn't do that. Obviously. Suffice it to say, yes, I do enjoy the creamed ice.
What's your favorite flavor? I like strawberry, especially when you get like a banana sundae on it. It's got like strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, and then there's caramel and nuts on top. And then, ooh, drizzled chocolate, and then powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar on her ice cream?
It's nip.
You're disgusting.
I think we established that when she bought balls of pure sugar.
True.
Not bought, but obtained.
Well, not that it matters. And since you got me thinking about it, I believe it was called creme brulee, but as he just kind of shrugs. I definitely ate an ice cream of that variety at some point, but I don't think I could tell you what it was like. My life's fun.
What's fun?
He said,
I
my
didn't-
life's fun.
Oh.
I'm
I know tons of
Zanzibar.
dessert shops. I could take you places.
What'd you say?
I know tons of dessert shops. I can take you places.
You take me. What on the name of this planet would possess you to do something nice for me?
You're gonna
I'm a
make me
good
ice cream.
person.
Why wouldn't I take you to get ice cream?
That he kind of just like genuinely stops and stares at you. You're a
Maybe
good-
you don't want ice cream. Maybe you want a different dessert. I can do different desserts.
And he just has like this flat affect face. He's just staring down at you. You are a good child.
I almost said there's something you don't hear every day.
That's so bad.
It takes the most evil man on the face of reality to tell you you're a good person.
Thanks. And I assume, how much longer is this meat gonna take? Like, how much longer do I have to hold this?
Oh, you haven't been holding it. It hasn't been around.
Oh.
He hung it up already.
Oh, Nim, like,
You
cleans
just
off her,
you just missed that part.
cleans off her clothes.
Nim and her uncle are decorating a Christmas tree, hanging stuff up as they're talking.
I want to put up the star this year. No!
You're too short!
Grows to Zanzibar's height, but then 1 extra inch.
Shrinks her back down to her new true height.
I just like
right?
I imagine the shrinking process. He just puts a finger on her head and just pushes her down slowly. Just
Doesn't even change her physically, just chibi Zanzibar.
yeah. Zanzibar, the marketable plush toy.
Do not make me into marketable plushies!
I make no promises. Because then you have to keep them. So away we go to ice cream and hydromancy.
I don't like how you said that.
Why? What's wrong with how I said it?
I'm not. We've skirted that line enough tonight. Anyway. So what did they ask Zanzibar?
To make ice cream and to start the magic lesson.
I already told you. I have some other things to prep. Go away. 2 hours. I'll come fetch you. I'll probably just pick you up by your head and throw you in the ocean or something. We'll
That's
see.
not very nice.
And he just like stops and looks at you. You're a good person. I'm a certifiable monster. And you're confused about why I'd have no reservations of throwing a child into the ocean. Why?
That's not a very nice thing to do. That's
Yes.
not very poggers of
Yes,
you, man.
but using your own logic, I will at some point be making you ice cream. Therefore, I am nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't complain.
You can't complain when I'm mean if I'm being nice.
But I have so many other questions to ask.
Well, keep asking them then. I didn't tell you
Oh.
to shut up.
Leave.
I
I don't
did.
know how that works, man.
Shut up, bitch.
Shut up,
So
bitch.
teleporting. How do you do it? How can I do it? Let's start there.
Which version?
Whoa.
What?
Both.
What do you mean, both?
Said which version? Both.
What would be the both? There's like 100 and different ways to move one physical object from one locality to another physical locality where that object reappears. There's
Surprise me.
dimension door, teleportation.
I know dimension door.
There's portals. There's celestial shifting. And he just continues to rattle off different terms. You want me to tell you how to do something, and yet you don't even know how to ask for what you want to do.
I get that a lot.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
Oh my gosh.
Do you need some water?
No, you need some water. And he just points his hand at you and just spritzes you down in the face with like a deluge of water.
That wasn't. I almost said that wasn't very PogChamp of you.
That wasn't very cash money of you.
That wasn't very Gucci of you.
That wasn't very Gucci Cash Money fam poggers of you, Uncle Zanty. Glad I could commit Jade to vomit.
Why?
It's funny.
Like
It's
Uncle
fun,
okay.
Zanzibar, that wasn't very PogChamp of you. Like, come on.
How undeniably unpoggers.
This was indubitably the worst thing you could have done.
This was indubitably the worst thing you could have done, my Zanty. No, wait, hold on, brakes. No, back it up. Anyway, moving on from that cursed content.
So aside from Dimension Door, what else do you think I'm capable?
To what end would you need to know how to teleport from one place to the other?
Cross-continental?
I mean, if you need to go cross-continental, then you either need to know exactly where you're going to end up, unless you want to end up either wildly where you're not supposed to be, or, more dangerously, in an entirely different dimension. At which case, you're either going somewhere you already know where to go, therefore it's a non-issue no matter what method you go, or you're attempting to be a crazy fool and go somewhere you've never been. Which, why would I teach you how to do that? I don't want you dead. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly. Aw, you are fond of us.
Some of you.
I just want to pet Barry and Beryl.
Wait a minute. Before I ask a dumb question that sends you on a complete side tangent. Oh! Barry and Beryl. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yes, you have successfully
Like
taught me
fluffy
that I
little
can't
pet.
ask you questions. I just have to flip through your mind like a book.
You're welcome.
I keep it alphabetized.
No, you don't. Believe me, you do not.
I didn't say it was the common alphabet, silly.
I know so many more languages than you, and none of them would fit your definition of an alphabetized mind.
Sucks to suck. Get on Nim's level. I'm kidding.
I mean, I think my mind's shattered. You are literally like the next step down for disorganized thought.
No thoughts. Head on backlog.
Word.
No thought, head chaotic.
I just want to pet my pets.
Well, when you eventually get to Glotnia, I guess you'll have time to do that.
I hope Barrel's doing well. I got him a pet sitter while I was gone. He seemed to like this one, so I don't think he'll do any biting.
Yes. And as Nim continues to chat up Zanzibar, do we want to go back to Hyala and her box, or Samson and his pirate friend?
You can cut to Samson. I'm just putting stuff in the character sheet.
Oh god, how much did I actually give you?
What?
like
Also, because for one of the things, there's like three different ways you can use it, so I have to like add it
It's
3
that,
times.
yeah,
Also-
no, I figured.
Also, you should definitely see what I named it.
Oh, I would love to. I'm sure you probably figure out, you, not Hyala, could probably figure out where it came from.
The internet?
What?
I'm joking.
Yes?
All things have come from the internet.
Of course.
Oh, the internet. Hold on, I can't.
It's not right.
It's not a not accurate description. A fun fact, that's not a made up distance, by the way. That is the actual foot distance.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah! Yeah! Those types of bows were bows are actually more insane than D&D lets on.
Yeah, bows are cracked.
Woohoo!
D&D pretends like bows don't shoot anywhere. Bows actually have stupid range.
That's
Bows are the longest hitting, like, non-magic thing in this game.
No, but I mean like,
unfathomable.
no, I was, because I was researching a lot of archery for,
Archery's tight.
yeah, for her bows, and I came to the realization that D&D is just written with the mindset that a bow is like a shit firearm or a shit projectile weapon, and then you look at what some of the actual ranges for like old medieval historical bows are, and you're just like, holy shit, this stuff's cracked at Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yep.
3rd edition was a lot better with that, but like they've simplified everything for 5th edition.
Alright, on the shorthand, I was looking at Hyala's normal, bog standard 5th edition longbow, and I think like the max range, its effective range is like 150 feet. I mean, I could look, but I'm lazy.
And then max is 600.
Yeah, max is 600.
Which is it's the only weapon in the game whose max range is 4 times its amount and not 3.
Wow.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's D&D pretending that a normal bow only shoots like 150 feet effectively. Meanwhile, for example, a Mongolian recurve bow, the ones that like Genghis Khan used on horseback, they could...
Yeah, the Mongolian short bows.
Yeah, the Mongolian short bows. It was said that they had a max range of 500 yards. And
That's a shitload.
And they could accurately hit a single soldier up to 200. That's like thousands of feet.
No, that's in fact 600 feet at 200 yards.
Well, 200 yards, but 500 yards is like
Yeah.
1,000.
Well, that's the thing. Is it's not how far it can shoot. It's how far it can shoot well.
Yeah.
Which is why sharpshooter's so strong, because it makes that long range the effective range.
Yes.
Says you'd have to be like a career sharpshooter for that.
And meanwhile, the old English U-bows, you know, the two-tone bows, those were said to be effective to 350 yards. Which is 1,000 feet and change. Yeah. Meanwhile, like I said, those are a style of longbow, and D&D has it listed at 150 feet.
Yeah, but there is one other thing to consider for D&D stuff, is that none of them require a strength, like, to use them.
Yeah, D&D doesn't require strength. D&D normal doesn't require strength for bows.
Yeah.
Hyala gotta go to the gym.
Oh, I know what you got now. Those things are fucking poggers.
Oh, do tell the class.
Is that one of those oversized longbows that have like a strength requirement of 18 to wield?
Oh, damn. You were like on the fucking money.
Well, it's 16 to use and 18 to not be a disadvantage.
Yeah, you've shocked me, because apparently there is something that exists with the exact parameters. It still uses dex for attack rolls, but it has a strength requirement.
Yeah.
Hyala walks out of Rosebeard's office and just starts doing push-ups.
Hyala, why have you turned into Pran?
Oh crap.
I must get stronger. Must work out. But no, Jade, you probably already have an inkling of who sent you those bows.
I mean, you said it out loud.
Yeah, Rosebeard said that Yagini gave it.
Yagini was the middleman.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, you know, I've never known the spirit to make people gifts, so somebody coerced him into delivering a package.
Man, I thought Yagini was my homie. Now I'm sad.
Yagini is the homie. He's just like the homie.
He's the package delivery boy.
Yeah,
well,
he's YPS.
Think of it this way. Rosebeard said that this wasn't a normal occurrence, therefore Yagini is kind of the homie.
He hooked you up.
Cool.
Unless you're Nim, then he's not.
Yeah, then he lifts you up.
You raise me up so
By the face.
Okay, now I figured it out. I was feeling really dumb.
You figured it out now, though, right?
Yeah.
Did I figure it out?
No, but you were like, I bet you know where they came from. I was like, holy crap, I don't. I must be the stupidest person.
That's a mood.
Did your
Oh, yeah.
headmaster send them?
Figured it out.
Oh yeah, the headmaster knows Yagini.
Hey, Boris and
Listen,
Yagami can be homers.
Listen, we don't know who knows who and who doesn't.
That's
We
fair.
we learned that someone knows someone, like, in an entire scene we weren't present for.
Yeah.
Also, before we fully switch over to Samson and Hyala, how are the sailors looking at Xantax and Nim's combo?
If I didn't think you were crazy before.
They're kind of just like doing their business. You know, it's not like they're. Shut up, you fucking degenerate.
Say words better, nerd.
Stop interpreting my words in the most disgusting way possible.
I'm not. You're just saying, like, the grossest things.
I think you're just hanging out with Danny too much. Or whatever the fuck her name is.
So the sailors.
Yeah. So it's not like they're terrified of Zanzibar, but like, he doesn't make them feel comfortable. That's the very least. In an odd way, it almost seems like his casual conversation with Nim is making them a little less on edge. If that makes sense. Did I
Yeah.
say words good enough?
Yeah.
No?
Ugh, listen, you. Okay, good talk.
So Hyala, how you doing?
I'm trying to figure stuff out.
I gave her homework. This is certainly making up for all the other homework she didn't do.
It really is. This bow can be used for like 4 different things. I have to put them all in separately, and some of them I don't even know how to put in. Also, for firing spears, is that strength on attack or just strength added to damage?
Oh, the modifier adds on as a damage number. You still use your dex for it.
Okay. So it's dex for attack, strength for damage, or is it both for?
For that particular thing, you use the dex for the initial roll calculation. Then you add on the other roll number, and then you tack on your strength modifier as
What?
Yeah!
I don't even know how to input that into this thing.
Well,
So
what-
both dex and strength gets added.
okay, so
Am I-
fill out the first damage line as you would normally for an attack, right?
Oh, okay.
And then fill out the second damage line with what, say the one in your inventory. Use that as an example. You fill out
Okay.
that second damage number with that, and then, just plus your modifier. You put it in as a dice formula.
Okey-doke.
So the spear you have right now is a 1d6 for a damage roll, right? So plus your strength, and you have like you have a +3 to strength, right? So it'd be-
Yes.
Yeah, so it'd be 1d6 +3 as an example.
Okay. So 1d6 plus strength.
But assuming if and when you eventually get to that required 18 for not firing at disadvantage.
Wait, so is it also still +3 for attack and damage with all of that junk?
Oh,
or is
yeah,
this
you're
different?
Right. No, yeah, you had that on top of it too.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, fun fact, her bow can fire spears instead of arrows. I think we broke Ed because he's been real silent. Man, Ed's been real quiet since his bow dropped.
I mean, I was just gonna let y'all do your thing.
That's helpful, thank you.
You're welcome.
There's so many numbers.
Yeah.
And you can handle it. I believe in you. You're
And
both college educated.
Don't worry. So is the expanded crit range also applicable to the alternative uses?
Let me look at the handout real quick. Because I think there might be one of the uses.
Ah, my volume was on 69.
Nice!
Thanks.
I had a feeling I forgot something. So I should have added it in that the melee usage is just crit on 20. Firing it
Okay.
is 1920.
Okay, even if it's firing the spear?
Yes.
Okay.
The bow is built to fire.
So, do you just... Does it, like, actually read the crit range when you put it in?
Yes.
Like, if you put 19-20,
Yes.
is that how you'd enter it?
No, you just put it as 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't
then
wanna
it'll be
break
19 and then over.
Okay.
And if it
On
doesn't
the
read
dice.
like that, then, well, we're capable
It'll be
of
really
reading-
funny.
19 and under.
It'd be really funny if it doesn't.
20 is no longer crit. It must now only be 19.
Get owned.
Even so, it would make the calculation a little messy, but we would know it crit.
Don't forget to put max damage in as the crit damage.
Oh my gosh, there's so many weapons.
Man, if you crit with that alternate firing mode, somebody's just getting tagged.
Man, I can't wait till I get a big gore gun to shoot those gore bullets.
Great gun. Actually, the thing is, I don't actually have any spears. There is a weapon from when we were fishing.
Oh.
So
Well,
does it take spears or javelins?
I'm gonna wait.
Spears.
Nim offered to buy me a bunch of stuff. Hey, Nim.
I got you, fam.
All right. Get me them firing spears.
Oh, you know. Oh, yes, the firing spears. The spears made for firing. Spears made specifically for firing. Those spears.
Oh, crit. Number.
Don't forget to put max damage in.
So you just put the number, right?
which
For
number?
what, the crit range or the crit damage?
The max damage for crit damage.
Yeah, so it would be like
Like
whatever
words.
the top of the dice is.
Okay.
So like if it's a D8, just put 8.
The funniest part is Yala doesn't even know how to string these bows.
Yeah. Well, she has something to do on the boat now. In
Yeah.
addition
It
to
takes 2 weeks to string the bow. Like, well, we gotta get going. Yalla, unstring your bow.
No.
You don't want to string the bow.
My bow's a fucking ball of sunshine.
My bow only shoots balls of sunshine.
Hell yeah. Wait, that's not the right number. That should be a 6.
You know, it sounds
everything-
sassy and cute, but a bow that shot balls of sunshine would literally just be a bow that shoots fireball, and that's fucking terrifying.
I mean, you can make a monk that shoots balls of sunshine,
Yay.
and it sucks.
Let's yay.
Liking a monk in this game makes me sad.
Don't be sad. It's
You're
just-
right. I just
glad.
have to keep putting my players against monks, and they'll be fine.
No, don't you dare.
Okay. Well, that's that.
Don't mind the bag. I was hungry. I needed chip.
I'm gonna double check all that later, but my brain hurts too much now.
Do you want to read the party the stats of your new weapons?
No. I mean, I think I've mentioned most of them. +3 stupid ranges. The bigger one crits on 19. The great bow has all of the uses.
All of the uses.
Word. These are exciting numbers.
Yeah, let me see what the numbers look like in the sheet. Just a plus 20 billion. Also, I'm gonna do it because it's funny. Oh my god, those attack numbers!
The motion go burr.
Motion go bear. Hey there, smile.
Yeah. Still technically Yalla's strongest thing, but once she gets more swole, we'll be good.
Start lifting dumbbells.
She'll just bench press Samson.
Samson, I need to bench press you.
You're the heaviest thing on this boat.
I am. And then he pinches his side to see if he's got like muffin handle. Like, I am.
Zanzibar just sees and he makes Samson have muffin handles for a quarter of a second.
Oh god, just one free muffin handle.
He just pitches. Oh
What just
god!
happened?
What did Granny do to me?
Oh god. No, I gotta bench press me, and then he just like does one of those like handstand push-ups.
He's so psyched out by it that he starts walking, but he's like waddle walking because he thinks he's that fat. I'm so chubby! Don't look at me, I'm hideous!
You're only gross on the inside.
But, back to the in-game universe. Can Yellow, like, look around in the box and see if there's, like, a note or something?
Instructions.
Like,
Are
if
they
it's-
written in Chinese?
Roll me
What?
investigation.
Investigation.
So as you're looking, what's Hyala's emotion with unpacking these gifts?
Yeah, pretty much that.
She went from being really anxious to being really happy.
He's like, alright.
I have no idea how to use this stuff, but it looked cool.
It's definitely started out as like, why?
And is it still why?
I mean, she's curious, I guess is probably the most apt description. Cause like, I think the short bow pretty obviously looks like a bow.
Well, except for the fact that it's a C and backwards.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's got
An
pretty
unstrung
obvious,
bow.
like, a grippy in the middle and a place to put string.
A grip
Yeah,
in the
I'm like-
middle.
Hyala's probably strung a bow before.
Yes.
God.
One could say her class
the
does
things
it
that
quite
come
often.
out of your mouth breathe joy into my soul.
What do you
Grippy.
want?
Gonna,
It's a grippy, what do you want from me?
gonna die. Hold on, excuse me
Grippy.
while I go
Alright, well, I guess I have to go kill someone now. It's interesting.
I guess
I
that's
want to see my new bow!
Sure.
Yeet.
Yeet. Anyway, so as you're struck with confusion on why such a boon has come upon you, you see that in the location where the little trinket of jewelry was, you know, the little black ring that you have no idea what its purpose is for, it just looks weird. you kind of see that there's a line around it, and you lift out another compartment, and there's just a folded piece of paper in there. And I'm assuming you take that out and unfold it?
Yes.
It is literally just a paw print.
Someone's got a secret admirer.
The way Shay said that. Someone's got a secret admirer.
I did not do baby voice this time.
Let's be real. Most of the time that you say things, I just hear it in baby voice.
Why?
2 feet tall.
Dang.
Because Nim is literally a walking baby, and she's adorable, and that's most of the time we spend together, is when you're playing Nim. Except for this session, where you've been playing a degenerate.
Get owned.
I love you, Shay.
Now perish.
Now die.
Now
Alright, I'll roll
die.
a new character. One that's got her life together.
But yeah, no. As you flip the paper over, there's a little bit of writing, but it's very poorly written, so it's very hard to read.
Well,
It
I
also
assume
might
the
be in
office isn't the most well lit place.
This is also true.
Okay, she's gonna tuck it away and read it later. It's next to Nim's note now in her little pouch thingy.
The pouch of people she
Except
cares
one is
about.
not important.
This is my note pouch now.
It's where I put the notes.
It's for the notes that people keep sending me for some reason.
Except one is important and the other is to be read later.
It just emblazons the pouch with like a smile face on it. Anyway. You take your collection of stuff and walk out?
Yes.
Woohoo!
Oh wait, hold on. This one.
As she does that, what does Captain and Samson discuss?
What's wrong with your
So
party?
as we go back to the scene with like Samson and Rosebeard, it's just gonna, and that's what Maurices is like.
That sounds awful. I'm so sorry for you, lad.
Yeah, you can understand why Zanzibar was a little bit of a refreshing, you know,
Well, if it's any consolation, and he just like reaches over the table and puts a hand on your shoulder. If I was in your position, I would blow up every single noble place.
Well.
However,
Well,
what is everyone laughing at?
The fact that we're literally on a mission to blow up the most noble of places. and Rosebeard doesn't even know that.
Especially Samson just starts cackling.
No, Samson just goes, well.
Nah, I would never.
Well, look, I said if I was in your position. I'm in mine. I am
You're in
literally
yours.
obligated not to pillage people. Cause, well. And he just like makes a stick thwacking motion on his head. And that's not even the worst of it. But it ain't none of my business who you've killed.
Well, that's a good thing.
I mean, yeah. And Hyala comes walking up to the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Kala. Nice new thing you got there.
And he'll just get up. Okay, I know when it's time to leave.
what?
Oh,
What you talking
This was
about?
a fun little talk, Captain.
Yeah, we can have more later. I'm gonna go below deck and see, if anything, what's on fire.
Well, say hi. Well, I mean, if Nim and Zanzibar are in there, it's a pretty
Everything
high
is on fire.
chance. Say hi to them for me.
You'd be better off taking inventory of what isn't on fire.
I'll have
Hmm.
you know, Nim has yet to explode a single thing today.
What isn't on fire here? And then he just looks. Well, for starters,
The water's
ocean.
not on fire. And then
And that's
just
about
looks,
it.
And he just looks out of the porthole and he's like, "Never mind, scratch that."
As Zanzibar's oil tanker gets a oil fire in the Gulf of Zanzibar.
The Gulf of Zanzibar, featuring the oil spill of Zanzibar, and also the ocean fire of Zanzibar.
If you look to your left, you will see the ocean fire of Zanzibar. It's been burning for 397 years, with no point in stopping. If you look to your right, you'll see our most recent oil spill. Oh look, the boat's on fire. Quite joyful, wouldn't you agree?
How could
I
that
don't
happen?
know.
I always recycle my plastic.
I don't know why, but the entire time you were doing that skit, I just saw the Judy from Bossing Say smile.
Yeah.
As the fire's like crawling up her leg. How enjoyable.
This is fine.
There is
Everything is
fi-
fine.
There is no fire in Bossing Zanzibar.
There's nothing to worry about. Please
In
excuse the
Zanzibar.
Zanzibar. Anyway, Shala sits down, arms full of goodies,